So I had my hair down and I had to put it up because it's way too hot in here. And I'm literally sweating with all these lights on. So this is how it's gonna go for the intro. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have a tutorial using the new Naked Heat palette. I am super excited to use this palette. It is absolutely beautiful. This is the look I created with it, something very smoky and bronzy. So I hope you guys really like this look. I will head right into the video. It is going to be a get ready with me, so I'm going to be talking throughout the video and updating you guys on a few things. I absolutely love the palette as well. Just going to give my few thoughts on it. I feel like it blended very well. It looks really, really nice on the eyes. The pigmentation is incredible. It is a palette that you can actually build up one color on top of the other and it won't look muddy or like, I don't know, crazy on your eyes. I really, really like how the palette looks on the eyes, and I like how it blends, and I like the pigmentation. So for me, this is a A+. So I think that's all I have to say about the palette and how I feel about it. Just tune into the video or stay for the rest of the video if you want to see exactly how the palette works and how I create this look that I have right here. So I won't take any more of your time with this intro. Let's jump right into the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did like this video. Don't forget to comment in the comment section down below. What would you like to see next? And don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms. I am currently on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I will link those down below so you guys can follow me on there and keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube. So yeah, let's jump right into the video. See you guys next time. Bye. So today we are going to be using the new Urban Decay Heat palette. This is a recent palette that just came out. I think today, Monday, was the first time that you were able to like get it or something like that. That's what I saw on my email. But I got this package from Urban Decay. Just wanted to say thank you so much. This is like unbelievable to me that I actually am on their PR list. Alright, so this palette does bring like the normal, like, I don't know how to call this, but like brush, double-sided brush, but I'm going to be using my own because it is pretty stiff. So I'm going to go in with the Zoeva 221 brush, and I'm going to dip my brush right in the color Sauced, which is this one, like right here. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but that color right here, which is Sauced. So let's see. Right, just put it down and it looks pretty good. And it's blending really, really nicely. So I don't know if you guys already know this, but the first palette that I ever used and bought or got was the Naked One palette. And I was so obsessed with that palette. I used to use that palette for everything, literally like my eyebrows, my eyes, everything that you could imagine. I did some pretty ugly looks with that palette too. And that's when I was just like starting out with makeup and falling in love with makeup. So I'm just taking that on this eye and it looks so nice. We're going to be doing something very like bronzy and summery for this look. So yeah. So while I'm here, I just wanted to catch you guys up on a few things. I know I haven't been on YouTube like filming tutorials and stuff like that for quite some time. I would say like maybe more than 2 weeks, and probably you guys already know that the reason behind that is because I've been traveling a lot. I was in Cancun like mid-May, and then I got back home and I left to Panama right after, and I just literally got back last Thursday. And right after that, I had a wedding to do makeup for on literally on the next day, like super early in the morning. My flight arrived like at 10 at night. I left the airport like at 11. I got home, washed all my brushes, organized my kit, and next thing you know, I was already up like at 6 a.m. in the morning to go and do that wedding. I was so tired, but it's just things that you have to do. So then on Saturday, I also had clients, and then on Sunday, I had another wedding. So my weekend has been like super full. Yeah, let's just do that while I'm filming. Hi to you too. Okay. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing all weekend. That's why I decided today to like sit down and film. I actually quit my job before leaving to Panama, and it was like the scariest and best thing that I've ever done in my life. But now I am 100% going to be focusing on YouTube and freelancing. So with that being said, I am now available to be booked throughout the whole week and weekend. Before I only used to book weekends because I only used to get weekends off. But I am so happy. It's something that I wanted to do for a very long time. And I just felt like it was the time to do that. I just felt like I wasn't growing in that job and nothing was beneficial for me or going for me in that job, if that makes sense. Like, there was no way for me to grow in my career or what I love to do in that job. So I just decided to take this leap of faith and do what I love. It's going great so far, so I am very happy. Point of this is don't stay stuck in a situation where you are miserable just because of a paycheck. You can do so much better, and once you close that one door, I promise you that God is going to open a million other doors for you. So yeah, back to the makeup now. So I'm just deepening up my crease with sauce. These colors blend so nice. Like, I don't know if you guys can like tell, but wow. I just got my eyebrows done today too. Like, everything looks so much better when you get your eyebrows threaded. I love how this eyeshadow is blending. It just looks so freaking good. Like, I hope you guys can see. I am not joking. It looks so good. Alright, so I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. This one is the Morphe M514. You guys already know this is like my ride or die. I'm just going to tap off the excess, and I am going to deepen up the outer corners with the shade Low Blow from the palette. I really want something like bronzy and summery and, I don't know, earthy toned. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you get it. I feel like I talk way too much, so I'm gonna just like, I'm gonna just shut up real quick. God, these shadows blend so nice. Like, I can't get over how nice they blend. So now we're going to go in with Key Devil, and this is like a red earth tone, kind of like, okay, ochre. Let's like not show everything here. Anyways, we're going to go to He Devil, and it's this color right here, and I just want to like really warm this up. So this is like a really warm look. And I'm taking that same brush, the M514, and placing that in the outer corner. Literally can't stop putting the shadow on. Like, it's just so pretty, and it looks so freaking pretty. I feel like I'm not even gonna add shimmer. I'm just going to leave it like super blown out, like smoky eye. I'm gonna do a smoky eye. Just leave that little bit, like literally the inner corner showing a little bit, just so the eyes could look super open. Oh my god, they have another shade that's called En Fuego. It's this one right here, and I think we're gonna use a little bit of that one too. Let's see. I'm gonna like, oh my god, this looks so good. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. So I put some lashes on, and I put some brown liner on the top and in my waterline, and I used the Makeup Geek Total Spectrum in the shade Espresso. These are like my favorite eyeliners. And then for lashes, I used OG lashes in the style Daniela. I will link that down below. These are like very pretty and like flirty lashes. I love them. They're like super long too. So that's what I use for my lashes. We're moving on to face now, and I am going to begin priming my face. I am going to be using the Hourglass Mineral Veil primer for my foundation. This makes your foundation waterproof. It looks super weird when you put it on, but it is the best for the summertime in my opinion because it makes your foundation waterproof. So I'm going to be using this as my primer today. I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. Alright, so I'm just going to take literally one pump of this and start applying this to my entire face. Put my hair back a little bit. It's just like so weird when you put it on. It looks like, makes your skin look like blue and white. But I wouldn't do my face with anything else but this, like my makeup. I love it. I'm just spread it out of here. You really have to work this into the skin, and then I like to like pat it in there just in case, you know. So that's that. It becomes completely invisible as soon as you like work it into the skin. To blur out my pores, I'm going to be using the Tarte Clean Slate Primer. Alright, so for foundation, I am using the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade Tawny. This is 3W1, and this is my favorite foundation for the summertime for myself or my clients when it comes to being in the daylight. If you're going out at night, I wouldn't recommend it because this does have a little bit of a flashback. But if you're going out daytime and it's summertime and it's really, really hot, this foundation will last literally all day on you. And it will make your skin look super, super flawless. And if you are oily, I absolutely recommend this foundation as well because no oils peek through when I use this. I'm not oily, but then in the summertime, I tend to get oily like in my forehead. Then I am just taking the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops, and I am going to put that inside of my foundation just to make it glowy because this is a pretty like matte foundation, or I would say kind of like satin. Doesn't look completely matte, but I am just going to apply that to my dish. And I'm just going to take a Sigma large concealer brush. This is the F65. I do have a coupon code with Sigma, as most of you guys already know. I will list it in the description box down below, but just in case, it is Sharmkup at checkout, and it saves you 10% off your entire order. I'm just going to take this foundation, well, this large concealer brush, and use it to apply the foundation evenly. I do have a bit of a tan, so I hope this doesn't like come out too light. This is like my in-between shade. This is way too much foundation, literally. Like with this foundation, you'll be fine with like one pump, but I don't have a pump, so like I always end up using more than I'm supposed to. So I like to do this because it is very hard to get these spaces up here with a beauty blender. So I just like to like track this right here so that way it looks even and it's not like missing foundation, because that tends to happen to me. So I'm taking the beauty blender and I'm just going to start blending this out. Yeah, the shade is a little bit way too light for me, but I'll definitely warm it up. And applying it on my cheeks and then a little bit on my forehead. Oh my god, you guys want to know something so funny? When I was in high school, I only used to put foundation in this part of my face and never on my forehead. I don't know why. I don't know why, honestly. I don't know why I ever did that, but I used to do that. Just apply foundation on everywhere else in my face, but never on my forehead. So I'm taking the only palette that I cream contour with, and this is the MEHRON foundation palette. So I am taking this shade right here, which is like next to the darkest shade, and then this one right here in the middle. I hope you guys can see that. And I'm just gonna cream contour with that because, girl. I know this looks crazy right now, but it's a matter of blending. So now that I've blended everything out, I am taking the shade Light Medium and Medium from Tarte. These are the Shape Tape Concealers. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that by now, so why even say it? I'm taking medium and putting it like right where my dark circles are at, because I feel like this shade really like hides them, if that makes sense. And then I'm taking light and striping it down the rest of my face because this just brings light to my face. I am taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and we're going to set our entire face with this powder instead of just the under eye area, because I feel like my makeup lasts way longer and it's like sweat proof, bulletproof when I use this powder all over my face. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. I like to start by concealing the under eye first because that's what creases faster. And then just with the rest, set my entire face. This method really works. Trust me, I tried it when I was in Panama and the humidity over there was just insane. And also in Cancun, so it works. And after you look like a powdered donut, you just want to sweat everything off. This will not give you like another color or extra coverage. Like, this is just a translucent powder. You guys already know that. But just in case you don't, I'd like to inform you. So now I am going in with the Morphe M530 brush. This is my favorite brush to contour and bronze. So we are taking, of course, NYX powder foundation and Stay Matte But Not Flat, the shade Caramel, to bronze, and then we are taking Cinnamon Spice to contour. I am taking my signature. Holy shit. This was literally about to fall and crack in the floor. You could imagine. I would cry. I would literally cry. So I'm taking the Sigma CORA de Rosa with the MAC Global Glow, and I'm mixing these two together today. And now we're going to move on to highlighter, but before we do that, I am going to be setting, well, not setting my face, but basically like making my face look a little bit more hydrated, because we're going for like that dewy, nice look, but without looking oily, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to spray that all over my face. And then we're going in with the Pixie Makeup Fixing Spray. This is a rose water. This is perfect for when you apply like way too much powder and you want to look like skin again. This does a great job at doing that. Not that I look like that right now, but you know, I just like my face to look like skin anyway. It tends to look a little bit more on the dry side when I use this powder all over my face. But like I said, for the summertime, it's the only thing that actually works on not making me look like a grease ball on my forehead and actually making my makeup last a way longer than it's supposed to. I am going to go ahead and highlight, and I am using 3 highlighters today. I used these the past weekend on my clients and absolutely loved how the mixture looked together, so I decided to try it on myself as well. So this is the Mally Beauty Illuminating highlighter, and this is called the Glowing Goddess, and it looks just like this. It's like a very pretty like champagne kind of like highlighter. And then we're going to be using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey and the Artist Couture Conceited powder. So these are going to be our highlighters for today. The brush I'm going to be using is the High Cheekbone Highlighting Brush, the F03 by Sigma. I recently fell in love with this brush over the weekend as well while doing makeup on my clients. So I like to work my brush in downward motions and bring it just a little bit over here. And this makes it look way more blended. If you see, that's like a really pretty highlight. And I'm just going to blend it with this brush. And that's it for that one. Then we're going in with Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. And then this one really adds like the pop. We're going in with the Conceited Highlighter by Artist Couture, and I am just going to be dipping the M501 in there, and I'm going to grab a tiny little bit, and then I'm just going to drop off the excess in the top of my cap. And I am going to literally dust this on like if it was fairy dust. A little bit more Fix Plus. We're just going to spray that all over, drench ourselves with that. And then to set our face, we are taking the Slay All Day by Gerard Cosmetics, and this is in the peach scent. And then we're going to use Final Seal by Ben Nye. To get this at Ricky's. This is the best if you have oily skin or normal to dry. It doesn't matter. This just really seals your makeup. And I'm just going to spray this one. Also spraying ourselves with that very far because this has like a very like minty type of like feel to it. Taking the lip liner Torch. This is a new lip liner from the Naked Heat collection. So for the lipstick, I am also using one of the new lipsticks that came out with the Naked Heat collection. And this one is in the shade Fuel. And it's a very beautiful nude. I am literally obsessed. Like, how pretty is that nude? I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to apply that one onto my lips. This is like perfect for like, you know? Yeah, it's like when you're in the club and you're trying to like be cute and shit, you know, and you're trying to like shimmy, you gonna look real sexy while you do that. Like, all right, it's time for me to go now.